Happy Saturday, folks. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. My name is Joel Duggan, and this is the Citadel server, and I have an Enderman in my penthouse. Get out. You're not supposed to be here. How did you even get in here? And the Citadel is where I do geeky stuff in Minecraft with my friends and invite strange creatures to live in my penthouse apartment, apparently. We're in the modern city area because we've been working on a drowned farm and a copper farm. And this guy is just really annoying, isn't he? I might need this, actually. We're going to bring that with us. Dirt, grass, coarse dirt, and what's this one? You are dark oak, and you are spruce. I'll probably bring both of these, just in case we need them for decoration purposes. Oh, it's raining. Hey, Cosmic Dancer waving from the lurk. Thanks so much. I know you're busy. We'll see you in just a little bit. Super Joel Lamb, hello. How's it going? Hope everyone's having a good day so far. So we've got this drowned farm. I'll review a little bit about what we've got going on over here as well. We've got a few things logistically to take care of today. I want to get the entrance to this area and the storage system sorted out. It's going great. Good stuff. I like your name. A little bit biased, but hey, I'll take it. So as you can see, the drowned farm is doing pretty well. There's a few drowned. I don't have a way to shut it off. And so that's actually going to be a problem because I can see this being pretty laggy as things continue. So if we go upstairs, which is now over here, you'll see. What this is a zombie spawner that fuels a zombie reinforcement farm. And then they get turned into drowned. Although, it looks like we might have been away from the area long enough. See, as long as you don't spawn any friends, we should be fine. So I removed the cobweb that was there because that was causing a problem. Looks like it finally shut off. So I needed to have some way to either stop the zombies from coming into this area or stopping them from coming up this way. So I think we have to install some blocks somehow, somewhere. Maybe some pistons that will just cut off access. And I found out what was happening for whatever reason with the pileup. I'm not sure if you remember from last stream, but we had a pileup happening here. All I had to do was add another piece of chain. So the chain stopped there, and they were all standing on this piece of chain right here. They would all stand there, and then a few of them would try to walk the other way. And then the zombies would just stand here in a big traffic jam. So all I did was extend the chain to here. And now they get to here, and then they get distracted by the snowmen, and then they wanna go in there and fight. So it's better to on a live server. I've discovered it's better to have the chain go ahead a block farther than it did before. And I've removed the magma block because the magma block was just killing the zombies. It wasn't doing anything. I might end up removing this one as well. But here they stop at the chain, but only one at a time. And then the person that comes up behind them, the zombie that comes up behind them, pushes them into the water. So there's always one dude standing here, and that's fine. It doesn't really hurt the rates at all of the farm. But what happens is zombies that we conjure with the dungeon get shot up this tube. They go across here, they come down, and then they go through these cobwebs, and their heads are in the water. And they're drowning, and as they're drowning, they're being pelted by snowballs. And that makes them angry, and they summon friends. And the friends spawn in either way in here or way down there. And there's so many now. There's so many zombies that come into this farm that this isn't wide enough. So you could honestly, and we might do this, you could honestly have another bank of... You could have this be too wide. You could have the zombies choose to go in a direction. Like we could have another row of cobwebs and another row of magma blocks and another row of snowmen doing another set of zombies along here. We might end up doing that. But for now, today I want to focus on having a non-off switch and permanently turning on and off the spawner. Right now it's temporary and it's a little bit tedious to run around and turn on and off all the different switches. Sophia, good stuff. Glad to hear it. Hope you're doing well. So yes, we need to go around. See, right now I've got 5 lights. Really what I think I need to do is put lights in the ceiling. And I don't remember exactly how many you need, but I think it's a 3 by 9 area around the spawner. I should look this up, but we're gonna have to put lights around that. This is definitely where we're gonna be dropping them. I can get rid of these guys so we don't have to listen to them. But it's not bad. Like, we've got 24 pieces of copper. We obviously have a lot of zombie flesh we don't need. But we have a decent amount of other things. We also get a lot of gold. I have smelted up. Don't know if I had some gold smelting over here, so I need to try to hook up something that will smelt the gold as well, because I figured why not? Might as well make use of it. So what I need to do today is I need to make sure that we've got like a hopper system here, and we have to figure out where we're going to store everything. And my guess is because the spider farm is there, zombie farm is here, and we can move this, but I've got the amethyst stuff going up this way. So I figured the storage system should go maybe down along this wall. And this wall this is not wide enough. We're going to have to do something else with it. We've got 2 blocks there, so I don't want to go any wider this way. I think we should maybe make this wider. Dig this out. And then put the storage system in here, because it means we don't have a lot to dig out, right? It's got some stuff behind it, so I think that should be a good place for it. And then once we have the storage system, we can figure out the entrance. I think the entrance is going to be somewhere around here. So I think that should probably work out. So this hallway could be at least 5. And I guess we'll just do some floors. I have no idea how we're going to decorate this. I'm just kind of getting the basics in here. Where did you get the gold from? No, it's their armor. They often come equipped with gold armor. We'll get rid of all this. Cirky, subscribe with Prime. How's it going, Cirky? I haven't talked to you in a little bit. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate the Prime. Alright, so that's the hallway. Hallway unlocked. Seer of Terrible Omens, Tier 1. Subscribe for 12 months in a row. Seer of Terrible Omens. Has it been that long? Wow. Thank you so much. And congrats on the 1 year and the Space Keystone badge. I need to come up with a 24-month badge. I think I've got extra emotes now. Whoops, I did not mean to fall down here. How do I get back up? There we go. Food. More sub-hype. Hype train is close. There's 3 minutes left. One more person needs to do a sub, gift sub, or 100 bits, and they'll launch a hype train. If you're so inclined. Oh wait, this is... There we go. Who was that? Jumbo Sale Gaming. Thanks ever so much for the hype train. Kicking that off. Very much appreciated. I don't know how far this storage system is going to have to go. We're going to have to do something about these floating shulker boxes, though. Sophia with 200 bits. Tristan of David gifted a tier 1 sub to the community. That went to Flick City 1. Thank you ever so much. That's super nice of you. Oh, while we're here, we should harvest some of these crystals now that I think about it. This has not gotten any easier. I have not figured out a good way to do this. So I'm just jumping from, I almost said plant to plant, but from bud to bud, I guess. My uncle's name was Bud. What? Might as well get this one while we're here. So the idea is that all this time that we're spending working on this drown farm and eventually AFKing at the drown farm is time that these crystals will grow. What do I have lava in my inventory? I don't know. I must have picked it up somewhere. Why does anybody have lava in their inventory? Alright, that seems to be all the easiest reachable stuff for now. Oh, it's gonna be in the hopper. So we're getting a decent amount. I've run out of room. There was a rail box over here. Okay, a couple things I just don't need, don't care about. We can just throw those into the void here. I guess I'll keep those. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I think we might be able to decorate with these, with the drowned heads eventually. This away first. Alright, that goes there. These can go away. Or at least moved. need the shirt. We're gonna have to move this hopper and chest here in a minute too. You know what? I don't care about those. Okay. Get rid of this. So, if we were in this room, this corner has to stay where it is because this is the spider spawner. So, I think it probably makes sense to have the chests over here. I think this is probably a decent position for them. So if I had chests there, I feel like that gives enough room for us to give like some decoration if we need to. I don't think I'd want them closer. I don't think I'd want them. No, that's too close. I much prefer a 5 wide hallway. So then we'd have to do a little model of a storage system here. Did the hype train end? What happened with the hype train? I just looked over to check the time and it was like done. Either way, thank you to Cirque, Seer of Terrible Omens, Jumbo Cell Gaming, Sophia, and Tristan of David. Much appreciated. Very, very cool. Redstone. So this would look like hopper. I guess we want I guess we'll go with 4. So that means that we need a new ceiling height. So I like seeing the water streams. Actually, I wonder if we could do something different here. You always see the filter system behind everything. I wonder if we could do the filter system above everything. I feel like that's possible. Oh, no, that doesn't. That wouldn't really make much sense. So what we'd want is another hopper. So that's the filter hopper, which means that the water stream has to go above that. Well, we could put like an extra chest and feed it in that way. I've done these before. I'm just kind of thinking about like what could we do differently to make this just more of an interesting build. I mean, we're gonna have to clear this space anyway. But yeah, up here, if I wanted to see what was happening, let's just get rid of all this. So if we've got chests going all along here, probably starting here. That gives us some room to have the up elevator. So that's cool. We could have the way up happening right here. And then if things go up there, I'm trying to think about what we could do to show off the water stream. Sort of like how you can see it over here. Like I like being able to see where things are coming in, you know? Built my first auto sorter this week, but it keeps breaking. I'm glad you're doing this today. Oh, that's cool, Jay Price. I'm happy to share what knowledge I have. Don't pay attention to anything here. This is all very rough and just meant to place hold stuff. These hoppers are all placed wrong. So don't pay too much attention to that. I'm kind of just spacing things out to figure how much room I have to dig out. But what I want to do is I want to have like a water stream that we can see here. But along here. So essentially what we could do is have, it would be nice to have the water stream kind of like in this position. So that would mean putting the filter out this way. So if the water stream, I need to get some glass or something so I can actually figure out what I'm doing. Angel of Souls, subscribe with Prime for 22 months in a row. Wow, coming up on 2 years. Holy smoke. Thanks ever so much. So the water stream could go there, right? We could have water on top of that. And then hoppers would be like there. And the only thing we would have to do is sacrifice one of these chests, I think. No, because we could do, well then that's going to hide the, well then this is all going to be hoppers anyway. So this would be hoppers like all along here. So you're really not going to be able to see the water stream anyway, at least not from the front, from the bottom. We could cut the ceiling away though, and then see it this way. So that would go into this. Then we would have to have all the redstone above our heads and we wouldn't be able to see it anyway. Okay, well, that doesn't work. So instead, we could have everything wrap around. That could be something we could do too. Still not Ginger. Hello, how's it going? We're planning out the storage system for our zombie farm, or copper farm rather. I mean, we have to account for copper. We're going to keep some of the rotten flesh. We need an overflow for sure. And I need to figure out a way to pull out smeltable gold, but not leather. I think you can use a furnace for that, for filtering things out. All right. I feel like that's visible enough. So if that was the case, then these would be, I guess we'll just do a standard filter. I thought I was going to try to do something more interesting, but it looks like this is the best way to do this. So that's the filter hopper, which means that there has to be this kind of a thing, 2, 3, happening out the back. So we need at least some wiggle room here. Cut this off. And I'm going to say probably at least 2 or 3 above. Mining straight up is always really fun. I don't know why. It's dangerous. Stuff can fall on your head, but... So much stone. So much stone. All right. So there's our filter. All these are going to be hoppers. And these can be whatever we want. We can change them into a decorative block. That means the water stream is actually going to be quite far back. So the water stream is actually going to be here. No, wait. Yeah. Need to make some more chests. Oh, hi creeper. We haven't actually gone around and cleared out any of the copper in the area either, which is kind of funny, considering that we're making a copper farm. I only have one item frame. Oh, I've got lots of leather. Okay. Sticks. Maybe we can do like glow item frames and stuff. The zombies are dropping some glow ink sacks, which is very convenient. This is just to kind of figure out what we want to do. If anybody wants to double check the wiki, I know we're going to get drowned heads because of the data pack we're using, but there's a bunch of other stuff that we could use too. I need a way to lighten my load here. I guess I don't really need the buckets. Where's my iron box? Aha. All right. We know we want copper. Be filtered. We know we want rotten flesh. I'm going to go with the glowing sacks. Don't care about chicken. And we need to figure out a way to do... I guess we could just have a chest that picked up all the other stuff as an overflow. So it's primarily a copper farm. So we might as well build it for success. We're going to go with glowing sacks. I'm going to go with gold and then I guess the overflow. Oh, zombie heads or drowned heads. Again, this is just so if anybody on the server wants them, we'll have them. Or I guess that could just end up in the overflow chest as well, right? So like this stuff, that stuff. There's going to be a lot of rotten flesh. And everything else ends up in here. So the only other thing that I would need to do is filter out the gold, but I'm kind of wondering, I guess we need one more set of chests then, don't we? So this would end up being the overflow stuff. So leather, heads, and then this ends up being gold. If I can figure out a way to filter it out. Lemur bomb. Hello. Sorry. I don't know why I read that funny. Drowns drop only rotten flesh and copper ingot and drowned heads. Not sure about the trident or nautilus shell. Wiki is kind of vague on that. So they do not drop tridents because these guys are converted zombies. They will drop the copper. They will also drop whatever armor they're wearing. So the zombies spawn in with armor, and then they're turned into drown and they retain that armor, and then we kill them and the armor stays. So that's where the armor is coming out of. So I think for an armor filter, we'd have to have a different kind of circuit. So there, we might have to filter out the leather armor separate. Because basically what I think I have to do, I think I have to get a furnace, and it has to go kind of like in this position. Because I don't think you can put leather in a furnace, but I don't think it'll go. If it does, I'm going to be annoyed, because that's going to make this super complicated. No. Right, so that doesn't go. So we could use the furnace as a filter. But then once it's in here, I don't have any gold armor, I don't think, kicking around. Just my helmet, actually. I'm not going to try to smelt it. Oh, that's the wrong thing anyway. That's the side. Whoops. So what we would do is put another... There's the filter hopper, but that would have to be pointing down into the furnace. Did I not pick it up? What just happened? Where'd my furnace go? Okay. Oh, there we go. So this would end up pointing down. I might have to look one of these up on my break. So if we put leather in here... Oh, darn it. That's annoying. Even though leather can't be smelted, it still goes into the... Yeah. So I don't know that we can pull out the gold armor. We might just have to have like 2 chests for overflow. I know how to pull out non-stackable items, but I don't know how to pull out just the gold. You'd think there would be a way. Because they don't stack, so you can't use them in a filter. It just means that every once in a while there's going to be a bunch of gold and stuff in these chests that we can use for other things. Either way, it's easy to expand this horizontally if we need to, right? So this is going to be pretty easy. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did it just get a little bit more mighty in here? It did, because the mighty Elkhorn has arrived. How's it going, Elkhorn? Good to see you, as always. I don't know that we need a double chests for zombie, for squid ink. I don't know we're gonna get that much. We're gonna get a lot of this leather stuff, which is just not gonna be useful at all. And an awful lot of rotten flesh. I feel like we're probably gonna need this to be 2 double chests of rotten flesh. If we use villagers to trade them for emeralds, that could be useful. So I'd say that's pretty good as a start. The next thing is just going to be to grab some more wood and some chests. Oh look, there's already chests here. Whoops. Oh, need some more. Oh, I found the hole. Right. So that will be our bank of boring old chests for all this stuff. And all of these need to go into the chest. So J Price, if you did a sorting system the other day, this is where you'd want to make sure that you're doing things specifically. Obviously, all of these hoppers have to face into the chests. And now we need more hoppers. I forget the actual pattern. Isn't that awful? That's what I thought. Okay. There. And then 1, 2, 3. Right, so there's those. Now all of these we got to double check because these top hoppers, it's really important that they are not pointed down. They need to be pointed into a block or into nothing. And you should always go ahead and just clear off standing room above your storage system because it'll just save you a lot of headaches later. So these are all pointing into, except for this one, into nothing. That's what we want. So we could put the water stream up here so we can at least see it better. That's probably what we're going to do. That scaffolding is going to end up moving. So we'll have the water flow there, which means we'll have this go like this. And then we'll have to have either a chest or something else on top of these. We could just do purple glass panes. That'll work. So then the water will come in here. We'll push everything up against the side. We'll probably use a an ender chest actually, right here, just because it's black and purple and looks cool. And that way things will get a little bit onto the edge. We can also use like pickles and honey blocks and stuff, but honey blocks are going to look strange, I think. The bright yellow. Although that does look kind of strange there too, doesn't it? We'll figure something else out other than an ender chest. I'll use a regular chest before I use an ender chest, I think. And it looks like the way up is going to be here. But we need some wiggle room. So we have to back it up by 1. Oh, thanks. Yeah, the purple I thought was kind of fun. Just because it... Not sure why it was purple. I think it all just matches the farm above. I think that's what the idea was. Oh, we can't do that. That's annoying. We can't bump it back like that because then it doesn't have the block to flow the way that I want it to. What do we do here? So everything's going to be coming from here. I'm probably going to put like a see-through floor, which means maybe 1, 2, 3. Oh, that would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. How do we need to do this? They have to flow this way first, so it just has to be at least one block over that way. All right, this is clouding my judgment, so I'm going to remove this. Hey, Glowwatts, how's it going? And Schnee Tiger, hello. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So for people wondering what's going on, I need to get these. I guess I don't need to. That's the other thing. These kind of filter systems work without having to do this. So we could just put them straight up across the thing. And it'll be fine. You don't need to run them on the side of the hoppers. It's just good practice. So the water stream could end up being even farther back if we wanted to. Or I guess we could put it up there and then have it flow back this way. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. This won't be here though. So that, like that, and then I guess we could leave the glass there. So essentially our water stream will come up here, hit this wall. Technically it'll go across the edge of the hopper still, causing that same, you know, riding these 2 pixels. But at least this way it won't be an issue. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course it's not long enough. That would be too easy. Seriously, skeleton? I had enough of you the other day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Crap. Yep, this won't work. We're gonna have to rethink this. Gonna have to rethink this. So it needs to be longer. Maybe we just need to separate this so that we can separate all the junk. That would give us more room if we needed to do some smelting. So we could remove one filter and give like a break here. If we did that. Is there a world tour? No, not yet. That's a goal. If we hit 200 subs on Twitch, we're going to do a tour with Alistair. That's something we're looking at. And I play on this world often enough that if you hang out in enough streams, you'll end up seeing a lot of it because, of course, we have to travel around the world to do stuff. So you'll end up seeing bits and pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would be ice. And then we would remove all this stuff. No, this would be. We don't want a filter here anyway. We want that to be ice. Packed ice, to be specific. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did that wrong. Hold on now. Moose Drop, hello. How's it going? We're trying to figure out a very simple sorting system, but it's just very tight space. 1. So that's the first part of the water. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll flow to here. That's 8. Then we have to put this in, and then another hopper. And then we get rid of all this. Move it over by 1. And this is like the overflow chest and what will eventually be garbage. And then we just do something different here. This could be maybe a bank of furnaces or something in case we need it. And this doesn't need a filter because that's just going to catch everything. Okay, so now we are into the design decisions, and really what I should do is grab a bucket of water and just double check that this is going to work the way that we want it to. Just seal this up. Obviously, we'll make it prettier next time. That goes there. It'll have the ability to scoot across, I think. So if we were extra items, well, they're not gonna, no filters in place. But if I just throw an item, oh, it's gonna go into the hoppers. Never mind. I think this will work. Break time when you're ready. Thank you very much, Cosmic. Appreciate the reminder. I had completely lost track of time. I don't know whether our squid farm is also a glow squid farm or not. I'm not sure. This is disappointing. I wish there was a way to filter out smeltable armor items. I know that you can filter out armor items from with an armor stand, but I don't think you can like separate gold items from leather items because they all go into a furnace. That to me is silly. If it's not smeltable, I don't think a furnace should be able to accept it. It doesn't differentiate. Yeah, exactly, right? Okay, so then when we come back from the break, we get to think about what material we're going to make the filter out of, because you can kind of see this stuff. And honestly, we could probably do something cool, like have a glass, you know, window looking into the redstone so that it could be decorated, because otherwise it's just wasted space. This is a hallway. We might as well put like a glass window there that you can see into the redstone guts of things. So we need a floor and a ceiling, and we'll need a material to do the redstone on, and maybe we do it on stripped hyphae. That could look kind of cool. Yeah, maybe. That could work. Imagining that with a bunch of like sea lanterns and stuff in here would look pretty cool. We also have, I don't want to build it on Amethyst, but we do have a lot of Amethyst blocks. So we could do something cool there. It's that, or we use purple concrete. We have a lot of that. We've got some. That might actually win. All right. I'm going to find/create a little AFK spot here. And I will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. If you're new to the channel, I take a break about once an hour. You should too. Be right back. All right, let's see what we can get done here. So I think that's going to work. We just have to make a decision of what we're going to build it out of. I feel like an awful lot of purple going on. Maybe we need to leave the purple for like out here. Because we did, for those of you that are wondering why purple, we decorated the farm. Even though we didn't have to decorate the farm, we decorated it with purple concrete. Or built it with purple concrete just so it stood out a little bit in here. And I like it. I'm just wondering if we can take some of that in the important parts, maybe. Like over here. Have this be more purple, and then have this. I like the purple glass. Oh, that's the other thing we need to do. We need to do amethyst stuff. So we need another filter for all of that. Let's see. I guess because the idea was to put it all in the same storage system. Plus we've got the string from the from the spider farm. So yeah, we're gonna have to we'll bump this down. So this will be the copper farm. Then we'll do amethyst and the string. What is the amethyst? Just the shards. So then it's shards, string. Some of this away. And then this would end up being the overflow chest. This ends up being string. And then amethyst crystals. Shards. Excuse me. And I think we're going to have to filter out a couple of other things before we get to the overflow. I think there's going to have to be a garbage chute at some point here, now that I think about it. Going to be spider eyes and other things that we don't want. So we'll put these here. Sure. Now that we've got that ice in there, it doesn't really matter. Where are you getting the shards from? From the giant geode, right here. That's why we built the drone farm. There's a geode and then 2 spawners right next to it, so that's why we built the whole thing here, is because while we're here, of course, the geode budding amethyst nodes grow. All right. This just got a lot bigger. But I figured if we're going to build it, we might as well build it all the way that we want it. Gonna need some more hoppers. Am I missing chests? Cosmic Dancer? Holy smoke! Thank you so much. $100 donation. Wow. Cosmic, that's amazing. Oops, that's not right. I think Jay Price was asking about storage systems, and yeah, that's one of the things you gotta be careful of. When you're placing the hoppers, you have to make sure you're placing them all the right way. They gotta push before they pull. Is the general rule of thumb. I need some more food here in a minute. Cosmic, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Let's go up here. So water goes around here, and now we have to go across here as well, which means these have got to go there and there. And this doesn't have to be anything special. Good. Now we just need another bucket of water and a trapdoor. Might as well use the crimson trapdoors that we've been using throughout the whole farm. I should have brought another shulker box for stone. I forget which way these guys go. That's fine. Cool. Art, that's too bad. Sorry to hear that. That's why I don't play hardcore. I just don't have the desire to make that kind of sacrifice, you know? I have a hard time, you know, committing even just to the snapshot worlds that I've got going on. Alright, we need a severe inventory dump here. We're gonna make sure we have this. What else is almost full? You're coming with. You're coming with. So we're gonna need some purple concrete. And we're gonna need some purple glass, it looks like. Which means I should make sure. Yeah, I've got some clear glass. Never thought we could use some of the smooth basalt in here too. I died my first days in the SMP. We died a couple times yesterday on stream, trying to do exploring the deep caves in the new world generation, but we're doing it just with, we're trying to get iron, and you don't see this, you don't see iron just kind of kicking around. Also, the skybox that I use has got some issues in 1.17. Around sunset, it looks like. Yeah, it's a gated issue. Like, if you don't have enough iron, I would imagine most people that play on 1.18 are just going to build iron farms. They're easy to do now. And I thought I cleared all the lag out of this place. I went looking and I found a ravine full of zombies. I got rid of them all, but it's still like, it's lag fest in here and I don't know why. Okay, so some of this stuff we can just put away. Stone. Cobblestone is over here. Oh, is this full? Wow. That, andesite. This is never full. I just find that with all the digging we're doing, we're running out of room. And stone. Don't think we need those. Whoops. And some of this stuff we can just sort. should make things a little bit easier in the cave. And now for concrete, I'm going to need more than just 2 blue flowers. Interesting that we're not getting any glow ink sacs coming in from the squid farm. Lots of red. I just don't have any blue. We'll have to go get some. And I think I left my bones in the cave. Do I have bone meal around here? A little bit. No bones. Ah, there we go. I knew I had some somewhere kicking around. So there is a flower forest just over here. So I'm gonna just go bone meal some blue flowers. Your skybox gets all messed up with shaders on. Well, I'm not playing with shaders today. Is it this way? I thought it was this way. I see some flowers. Oh, there's the flower forest. Oh, some blue. Really do need to come up with a flower farm for some of the dyes that are a pain in the butt. Whenever we need to do it, we always seem to come up short. Maybe we have to go into the flower forest? So that was a trait of a flower forest, is that it kept on giving you the same flower. There we go. Cosmic would be all too familiar with these mechanics. We got 2 that time. All that, only 21 so far. Wonder if it's just faster just to cruise around and look for the blue flowers. Which are over here, it looks like. There we go. Now, does that indicate that this area would then have more blue flowers? Maybe yes. Something to do with a flower box. So when you bone meal the ground, you get some sort of flowers that are in that space, but not always the same block. Oh, neat. Yeah, we're definitely getting a higher density of cornflower. This would be interesting to set up then in this forest, because this would be kind of a cool way to bring in like a modern looking build and then set up like different flower farms that you could say, like, if you need blue, run this flower farm, and if you need light gray, run this flower farm. That would be kind of cool. Stack it a bit. I think that should be okay for now. Don't remember which way we came. We want to go south. I thought we wanted to go south. Oh, here's the ocean. This is what I was looking for. There we go. So down into the bank again with the laggy. That's unfortunate. I was looking forward to doing more work in this area, but if it's going to be this kind of laggy, we need to figure that out. Now we've got 40. This doesn't get us a lot of concrete. It'll get us some. Not that we have a lot of dye to begin with anyway. Well, that's close enough. That'll be good. Hey, the Mattcast, how's it going? Jumping into lurk. Always good to have the lurk. Appreciate you being here. Hope things are well in California. Pretty chill day. We're trying to sort out the sorting system for the zombie spawner. Sorry, the zombie spawner copper drown farm. I don't know what to call it yet. The copper farm, essentially. So we're going to grab some extra purple concrete. RC Gaming, thanks so much. Prep a podcast, nice. I recorded one, but I was having some technical difficulties, so I have not posted the Citadel Cafe. I'm going to do that probably today or tomorrow. The Copper Farm of Doom. I feel like that moniker has been well established. I feel like another content creator has stuck their flag in the sand as far as the of Doom is concerned. Do we have... We should put this in our purple dye box. Okay, so we've got concrete and we've got... I think that's all I needed, right? Oh, glass. We need to make... Well, I've got the dye. We can make more glass later. That's fine. Cosmic, don't you just love it when they see themselves out? Makes your life a lot easier, I'd imagine. Wow, that's a lot of mobs. I like putting everything like ificator. That's a good idea. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So what are we gonna build this filter out of for this thing up here? The next big question. Stone goes there. Andesite we're gonna move to here. Diorite stuff we'll put up there. I think this is gonna be our entrance and exit. And garbage can just go down into the spider spawner. So that's garbage. Don't need that. All right. So we can remove some of this stuff here. Oh, that's bad. We can get rid of the water for now. Torches we can just put along here. We will also scoop you up. Replace you all with glass. That bottom row of glass might change to something else, depending on how we want to decorate it. It's all good. Let's do that and that. And go around the corner like that. All right. So, before we get in here with the details, we should probably decide what we're going to do along the floor. So I'm going to take another look at that zombie farm and see what we did up here. It's mostly just tinted glass and purple concrete, I think. We've got black assets and stuff. I don't have insert block name technology. Nice. So we've used a lot of crimson wood and we've used purple concrete. I don't think I'm going to incorporate the magma blocks. Those are just part of the farm. I do definitely want to use sea lanterns, I think. It would be kind of funny to have imprisoned snow golems down below just for fun. But really, it's mostly, I'm remembering the black accents, but it's mostly the tinted glass that's bringing those accents. So, maybe we can think about adding maybe black pillars somehow. Thought Ificator was a tango thing. I think it is. I've definitely, I don't know if it's his thing, but I've definitely heard him say it before. Okay. I was over here looking for something. Right, black stony stuff. Basalt, stone blocks. because it is a 117 farm, maybe we can get away with... There's smooth basalt. There's blackstone. Do I not have... I guess I didn't bring any... what's in here? Deep slate. Smooth. Tough. I wonder if my deep slate box is back at the medieval area. Because I don't think smooth basalt is going to look sleek enough. No. We can maybe use that as like a backdrop, like underneath things. Like that might look okay. Kind of like a gray floor. I don't mind that so much. But, and this is renewable, so that's not terrible. I don't know. I don't know if amethyst blocks are gonna look too much. I mean, they make cool noises. I think as pillars they might be okay. It really turns it into a really cheery place, which is strange. Jody Illyria has subscribed with Prime for 15 months in a row. I can't believe it's been 15 months. Thanks, Joel. Thanks so much, Jody. Really appreciate the support. And the resub. That's amazing. Oh, I was also thinking that we could put maybe these things down low. Usually people put them up high, but I think that might be kind of cool. And we could do something like this. And then maybe even drop that down a little bit so that it's not quite as blue. Something like that would be kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know about the pillars, but I like the idea of the basalt floor maybe. I just don't know. I don't know what I want to do with the floor in here yet. So it's a drowned farm. So I feel like we should do like purple and turquoise and where's this drowned head? I feel like we could take some inspiration from one of these guys here. So it's got more green and sort of cyan. But definitely glowy parts. So I like the idea of having some glowing stuff around. Maybe the purple glass would be good for cyan. Lime? I'm not sure what's going to look better. So we could use the glass, purple glass, just for items. And then all the other accent light stuff we could do. Definitely the cyan. It's another hard dye to make. Cyan dye. Oh, we have entered into the cave. Yeah, I think that could kind of work. Makes it look interesting. And then, of course, we could take stuff down a little bit farther if we needed to. I'm still not sold on these. They're really busy for a front, like a foreground object. I feel like they're much better for a background. You know, like if I was to use the amethyst for anything, I would be more inclined to use it in a situation like this. And then have like stuff in front of it. Like it's a better background block than I think it is a foreground block. Catches the light nicely though. Use glow ink on item frames. I like the use of amethyst blocks. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. We've got a couple of these here. Is the recipe just straight up item frames? Let's make this one glow. It is. Not that it's going to matter in this situation. What was that? Crystal. I mean, they certainly look nicer than the old item frames, which I should have a custom texture for anyway. We should try to do something with the glow-in-the-dark signs too. Is that something we could do as well? I mean, color coding and symbols are always nice. And so is, we might do some stairs. So whatever we decide to put for the floor, I want it to have stairs because I think this would look really cool. This was all stairs. Of course, then you can see the item frames better. And you can reach everything, which is nice. Some items are not the nicest to look at, like the rotten flesh is not the nicest thing. So here is where I feel like the pillars could be something else and it could be out farther. Maybe we put the amethyst like on the bottom. Or we could do copper from the copper farm and then amethyst along here and then some other thing over there. I don't know. I feel like this needs to be out farther. Like I want that to be out here. Maybe not a full block. Maybe this is like a wall or something. This is where deep slate would probably work as a nice dark accent in between. We don't have any though, so let's just go with blackstone, even though I think deep slate is probably going to work better. Maybe I got that backwards. Maybe we need to put deep slate in behind. And you can't build anything else out of the amethyst blocks. They're just straight up amethyst blocks. Whoops. They're also very fragile. Guess he didn't clue in. Yeah, it's nice to have something colorful, I agree. Let's move these. That one, and... So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. One, two, three, four. Let's go with 5 wide. Nope. This comes out to here. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe we'll have like a transparent floor so we can see the water. I think that would be cool. All right, this front part's gonna need some work. The back part, we're not gonna be able to see that much. I feel like purple concrete is probably the way to go. I can't think of anything else. I feel like I'm using just one color. I guess we could use black concrete. Or maybe gray, like just a dark gray concrete would be good. That would stand out if we had a colorful floor. Now I'm not so sure. You think the purple ties in nice, Cosmic? Don't know if I want purple on the edge. I do need to make more purple glass. Shulker City has reemerged. That's that. Feel like maybe we want purple there, and then that means probably purple here. But then maybe we need to switch to something else. Just so it's not all the same. Maybe this is where the basalt kind of comes in. Whoops. I was trying to get there before the item frame popped off. Yikes, that's busy. Never mind. Oh, inventory problems. Break time when you're ready, says Cosmic. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was just thinking that. You read my mind. Boy, so much stuff. Concrete. And run flash and stuff. So let's just leave these, I guess, on the chests for now. Whoop. What was it that Pixel Rifts did? He had like... thought he had them in between, but... can't remember how he did that, but it was really neat effect. So yeah, we'll leave those like that for now. So if this was actually gray, black concrete, then it would go 1, 2, 3, out like that, back in like this, and then like that. Plus whatever we would put underneath it would probably be something along the lines of that. I actually don't mind that it's two colors. We combine that with... I think deep slate. We're gonna have to go. I think when we get back from the the medieval area. I'm going to go look for my deep slate. We should have a better idea. Plus things might match a little bit better. Okay, cool. As I mentioned last time, I take a break about once an hour. It is about that time now. And I have to find a new place to hide. Because I've widened out the storage to the point where we just can't hide in some places right now. Actually, you know what? Let's, we'll fly back to the modern city. Does Shulker City have a spot in the Olympics this year? I don't know. I have not been watching any of the Olympics. I saw a clip of the opening ceremonies the other day. But I have not been keeping up. We also need to figure out an entrance. Maybe that's what we'll do when we get back to. I feel like I'm all over the place, but... Wow, this is janky. Hopefully that... I can find a fix for this soon. It's only at sunset. Right? Like it's missing, obviously, a huge texture. All right, we should be safe to AFK up here. So give me about 5 or 6 minutes, folks. I will be right back. All right. Sounds like there's a spider nearby. So we've got a few things in our inventory that we just don't need and I don't care about. So we're gonna get rid of them. I don't need that. That. Guess we'll keep those. Alright, so we're gonna go to the medieval area and look for my deep slate shulker box. Yeah, there's definitely still some lag going on in the modern city. Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate that. Feels like forever since we've been here. It's been a couple of weeks since we've built anything here. I don't remember where I would have put... I imagine it's probably in the main storage area underneath the keep. Would be my guess. Deep slate, looking right at it. So we're going to grab that. I don't think... I need anything from here. Or there. I'm gonna... no, I don't want to sacrifice those either. We'll bring some copper. And I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else building block wise that we need to bring back. Sleep. Did get rid of some zombies underneath Somerville too. Turns out it made an unintentional mom farm. Yeah, I'm finding, especially with 117, that there's been this bleed over of zombies picking up items, and then they just don't despawn, and then you just, over time, if you're playing in an area, they just kind of build up and build up. I kind of think that they should get rid of the whole zombie pickup item doesn't despawn thing. Now, I understand that that's a problem if you die and a zombie picks up your favorite gear. Then if they despawn, then you lose that item where maybe you got back to that, you know, thing in time. But I think a solution for that would be if an item on the ground despawns in 5 minutes, then a zombie holding your item could despawn in 10 minutes, you know? Just the fact that they stick around forever is a real pain in the butt. I think name tagging something is a more reliable way to keep it around for farms and things. It's funny, you know, like when I first started doing these farms, I was really enjoying the freedom of just kind of building them in a style that I wanted. And in the modern city, this new farm that we're working on, it's definitely more of a modern looking vibe with like clean lines and bold colors and stuff. But all the texture that you can get when you're working in a medieval style in this game is really, really cool. Right. The rocket that will get us all the way there. I hope. I think it's just one rocket. It's slow, but it gets us there. Especially now with the deep slate. I'm not sure what you mean, R. McNee. Especially now, what? With the deep slate. Swoosh. Exactly. Oops, that is not the right spot. A lot of iron in this cave. So I do like the water that we've got going on too, so we could also kind of work that into the theme. I also got to remember that I'm pretty sure I want this side to be tinted glass. We're going to have this here too. I was thinking on the break, and I'm thinking that maybe the way to do the whole amethyst thing is to knock it back by a block. And then put glass in front of it. Maybe. Especially if we can move this around. That could be kind of cool. A little bit more subtle. Definitely more subtle. Oops, why am I holding those? I'm not sure what I like better. Well, we've got the deep slate. What I really want to do is get this thing functional, so we should focus on this. So I was thinking that maybe these might be dark enough to look okay. But if we do that, maybe we just have to build the whole thing in a deep slate. Like that feels a little bit more constructed, I guess. And then we would have the ability to add in these as well, just to make it look cool. Or we could do polished deep slate on the bottom, and then maybe gray concrete on the top. So, like this. And then that there. Need another polished. I put away my stone cutter. So then we could do that, and then that. And we could use those as our redstone things. Now, the whole border on blocks, most of the time, just makes me feel like early Minecraft. I usually prefer things that are a little bit more seamless. Maybe we need to go bricks. Cosmic Dancer, 1,000 bits with a boop. Thanks so much, Cosmic. Wow. Just been epic today. I really appreciate that. All things that help me stream way more often. That starts to feel like a little bit more like a metal fork, right? I'm just trying to make this stuff look cool. I know I don't have to do this. I could build this whole thing out of, you know, stone blocks if I wanted to. But I feel like that's pretty good. What about if basalt, like regular... I have regular basalt. Polished basalt, regular basalt. Like what would this look like? What if I go back to the polished bricks? Little texture heavy. Little texture heavy. That has to be a solid block. This doesn't. That might work. We just do across the middle. I lost a bunch of stuff. Too many shulker boxes, which is a weird thing to complain about. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. I just wanted to look like remotely cool. I'm hoping to bring in more of the new blocks, but the smooth basalt doesn't look that good. This just feels out of place now. I mean, it's not going to go there anyway. What do we want to do on the top there? These two have to be solid, but this could be a stair. So once we get this design down, then we could easily move it around. I don't know if that'll work, actually. We could maybe have a stair up there. If I do the exact same thing... Anybody redstone savvy in chat know if this will work? I imagine it would. I don't know if the redstone would go down that way. I need to know if the redstone will travel from here to there. I feel like it would. Comparator, repeater, redstone torch. And let's just find out. It should, said Lag. Okay, cool. Test it for science. How about an accent block in the center of the pillar using the amethyst? So the amethyst is already going to be in the front. That looks intentional. The only problem, of course, is that the texture on the smooth deep slate, polished deep slate. I don't know whatever the heck they call it. Goes a little bit sideways. I wonder if the bricks would look better. It's funny how we started doing this with concrete and now we're doing it with deep slate. Not how I thought this was going to go. Deep slate bricks, tiles. Chiseled deep slate. I'll try one of those. See, that reads as even darker than everything else. Trying to get these shapes that look like little T's to kind of read more like they're all one piece. And that works a little bit better. I like that better than that. This is how it goes when you're troubleshooting and iterating on live on stream. Just a lot of breaking and replacing, and I'd rather do this now than later when you're trying to you have to replace everything because you've changed your mind. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I don't think I like the purple floor, but I do like that. Not how I thought it was going to go is the title of my autobiography. Nice. I see what you did there. All right, so this should be pretty easy to then replicate. We're just going to do all the redstone at once. I'm going to get rid of the purple. I just don't know what we're going to put in here. That's the only thing. So what are we going to do about the... why not need... So basically before I build this, I want to put in the floor. And to access this, maybe we'll put in something along the back. These stairs were already here. Looks great behind glass. Yeah, I guess we'll keep it. I mean, it's going to be kind of dark in there anyway. What I normally like to do is put in lights kind of like underneath things. So like from here, I don't know what we could do here. I kind of like the floating chest bit, weirdly. Maybe we could have some more of that deep slate tile stuff. Whoops. Of course. See, that brings it a little bit too far forward. So then maybe we can put it back here. It's more subtle. I like that. What does that do over here? That puts a black thing there. And I've lost my... I don't have just a shulker I can put stuff in anymore. Waiting to see how how they handle the transition between old and new terrain to decide if I upgrade or start over. I don't really have any desire to start over. I was realizing this when I was streaming the other day, is that I don't really particularly enjoy the whole starting over bit. What does this look like with cyan glass in front of it? I wonder. Not very good, surprisingly. Oh right, we were putting the items underneath those. Never mind. Never mind. Now I'm stuck. Yeah, so this would be purple glass, I guess. Thanks for all the follows, folks. Really appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying the stream. This. Yeah, I like that because that tints that a little bit dark purple. That's kind of cool. Maybe the stairs are a little bit much. Maybe that can just be a straight up tile block. Or we could add some geometry this way. I know this is all a little bit silly, but that, and then just do glass. Does look a bit strange, doesn't it? Such a fun noise. That just feels kind of strange, like you can't figure out how it's being held up, you know? Just everything's pushed back just a little bit too much. I like this in the background. It's gonna bug me. I want that back. Yep, amethyst and bone block noises are definitely up there. You haven't found a geode yet, but you haven't explored too much. Went hunting for deep slate. I'm hesitant to go too far before 118. Yeah, if you're planning on potentially upgrading your world, I can see that. I know, like in Hermitcraft, they've got a specific world border. They're using their island, their continent, I think, as their world border. Yeah, I guess we can worry about that later. It's more about lighting this up in a way that makes sense. And I think what's probably going to happen is probably these blocks here are going to need to become lights. And probably with purple. Then we'll grab the basalt. It's over here. Sorry, polished basalt. And that is the overflow chest, so that doesn't get a filter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 of those. Or 13, why not? $48 maybe? Yeah, that's about right. All right, so then we can just do these ones. These aren't directional, they're just the same no matter what. This is where, when you're building these storage systems, you want to hang out and do something a little bit. You want to be careful with how you're doing your next bits of redstone because it'll save you some time later. Lane JW, sorry. Thanks very much for the tier 1 sub. Be sure to connect your Discord and your Twitch, so that way you can join us in the Discord in between streams. In a hole. This is just an example. It's funny how difficult deep slate is to mine, but then deep slate bricks themselves are actually pretty easy. So along here, we're going to need some repeaters. Redstone is over here. Comparators, and then redstone dust. Now this is why I took all the water out, is because we're going to need to do, to get rid of a few things there. So on this block here in the middle, so this one here, we're going to put all the repeaters. And say they are going to go here, like that. And we need to get rid of some of this. I expanded it, but I didn't carve out headroom. So again, we'll have repeater and then repeater. And then we don't have to worry about that. And then the other thing is, of course, these are going to be solid blocks. I need more basalt. And then on the front of those repeaters is going to be a redstone torch. We need sticks. And I need to put a lot of this stuff away. Alright, so around here, we can easily put the torches on this block here. To get my extra hoppers? Oh, wait a minute. So here's a problem with the design. We can still put these here. And we should still be able to put the stairs here. But this needs to be a solid block. Right here. That needs to be a solid block. I'm okay with that, I think. It looks kind of technical. Because that has to be powered by the torch. That's how that locks the hoppers. I need more of those. It's actually quite an attractive block. Looks like a face, mind you. Some thunder in game. And then on these blocks is where your comparators go. This is an old Impulse SV standard design. Now hopefully we won't have to replace these stairs. This is the only thing that I'm not sure if it'll work. But this is where the redstone goes, and we want the redstone to go down. It looks like it's going to work. I just don't know if the power will travel down. My only concern. And let's just grab a slab. Put in between that so I don't have to walk between it all the time. So I like putting this extra bit on the back because it gives us something to stand on. Although I'm not sure what I want to do here. Maybe I want to do slabs instead. Let's do a bunch more of these. All right, so that's easy access there. Looks pretty cool. So now it's just a matter of deciding what we want to do back here, and if I want to, maybe instead of putting all this stuff here, we can just go around the whole thing here. And at that point, maybe we'll just add that. Sometimes just designing from, off the cuff, you just kind of have to go with like patterns that you see, cool ideas that come to mind. So the only thing I don't like actually is the sea lanterns. I think they're the wrong color. But I don't know what else I could put down there for light that would work. One is the blocks that looks like a face. Yeah, that's chiseled deep slate. Lane got it right in chat. Thanks. All right, so this can go back in like this. We'll change this to something else. Maybe we'll change this to salt. Or maybe we'll change it to a chiseled deep slate. Just looks like a technical block currently. Need some more of those. I need to eat some food. Shroom lights would be the wrong color. There's not much in the game that's going to be blue. A blue light source. I mean, I've used them in the farm above and I've used them here, so it's fine. I've also used them out here in the floors. Oh, hey, there's an idea. What if that was water? That would like kind of cover over the lights a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. Obviously, it's not going to stay stone in here. I just need to have something up to cover the water. That's kind of fun. Not if it's flowing, but like if we did the whole thing like this. And this is all because I wanted to put a window in here. It's just to have it look cool, really. I don't know. Doesn't really make that big of a difference. I guess it's just because there's so many of them. Yeah, the water's cool. I'm just wondering if the light's the way to go. Either way, the filter is in place, so like we can take out copper. The unfortunate thing about filtering out the copper is that it's going to take a while to build up our copper filter. Need my filter sticks. So what's nice about this is that when you get back on the side of it, you can just straight up access the filter hopper. So we can do copper, copper, ink sacs. I don't remember what was in this. These are both rotten flesh, I think. These two we can actually test. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't travel down. Because that is enough redstone to get that past. Get that past. It looks like it's traveled out. Where does it say? Power 2, power 1, 2, power 3. Yep. So, this stair block here does not work. That has to be a solid block. I guess we'll just use those. Ah, see? Now it works. I think redstone can only do that going up, but not down. So that should be 41, that should be 41. Okay, that worked. Yeah, so notice stairs. It's too bad because it looked cool, right? Like it looked cool. This, I don't like this weird connection here, but there's nothing we can do about it really. It's unfortunate. All right, we can actually just put all of this in these chests. That will get rid of all that. Haven't decided what we're going to do with that yet. I don't know. Probably nothing. Okay, so got amethyst and string. String we can spare. Amethyst was over here. So filter sticks, amethyst, and then filter sticks. Nope, that's not filter. and string. Good. Goes down to 41. Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate it. Oh, we've got a leak somewhere. So now we should have all of the overflow stuff over here. Just string there, although I want that string back. Where'd this? Okay. So I like the amethyst and I like the glass. I don't like the fact that these are floating. I think I prefer this kind of solid look underneath them. So maybe what we can do is create... Oh, hi there. Is create a something a little bit more solid for them to be propped up on. They finally find their way in. See, this is what happens with... This is how we get gold. It's because zombies spawn with armor, and then they get turned into drown, but they keep the armor. Do. Nice welcoming party. Yeah, exactly. So I guess we could go with more deep slate tile. Again, I didn't like the stairs like right up against the edge. It's funny, like you have to build so many storage systems in this game, like you just start to feel like you want to do something different, you know, each time. That's not bad, considering that we would also do this. Whoops. Maybe if these are both tile blocks. Do I have tile blocks? I guess that's the first time I crafted those. Oh, good. Where are they coming in from? Yeah, see, it's weird when you start putting a lot of this stuff together, it looks really strange. Roll on spawning only at 0 light levels, I say. Oh yeah, no, I can't wait for that. I really don't know what to put underneath these chests. I really don't know. I don't mind the lights. That's not a bad look. The glass is fine. I mean, maybe we end up doing purple concrete. That's really bright. I think I like the dark. Something dark. Anvils? Doesn't hurt to try. It's an odd choice, but does not hurt to try. Definitely a cool sub-block, you know? Not as clean lined as I was wanting. What about cauldrons? Maybe dark. Again, the problem is that sometimes these things, like, they just look like an anvil stuck underneath something. You know, it's the same with a cauldron. Like a cauldron, it might just look like a cauldron. Yeah, if it didn't have the feet on it, it would be fine. Yeah, I definitely want the darker color. There's not a lot of purple in Blackstone, as much as I dislike Blackstone. No, I don't like the... When they start adding hues to things that you want to be either black or a variant of gray, it really gets frustrating. Did you try polished deep slate? Just did. Oh no, so yeah, I did. Tried polished deep slate. I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. Anyway, that's not important. What is important is that this is now working. We just have to do the collection part. I don't know if I have time for that today. We can do it. See, the problem with this, of course, is that anything you collect here, you're going to have to hear a dropper spit it out into a stream, right? Oop. Might as well get the things. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of coal. I forget that we're in an abandoned mine shaft, so like there's just stuff everywhere. Oops. Right, so this turns a corner here. That's the upstream, so that's going to be packed ice. Deep slate coal ore? I don't have any. Somewhere there is... Oh, here we go. rotten flesh. Alright, so that's going to be a dropper, but I want to be able to stand. Let's just call this the glass part. I want to be able to stand underneath that. Should I need to. Which means that that is going to be our dropper. I want to get to the point where I can give it a test. And so then this will go around the corner here. If you're wondering why I'm digging this so deep, is because I like being able to come into any kind of like water stream or redstone or farm thing that I've built and troubleshoot, and it's a pain in the butt if you've got to dig yourself in and out of it. So we'll use that. I think I have that in the right spot. Yeah. Glass. Do I need more purple glass? I probably do. Oh no, there it is. So that can just go in along here. That. I think this is purple because that's the AFK spot. So now we just need a dropper circuit with a dropper there. So let's put that. Do I have room? Hopefully. No. To put it this way. Oh, crap. Whoops. Be careful there. So that's the dropper. I guess I have to put the... Interesting. That's going to be tricky. How do I... Oh, we can put the dropper facing down. Yep. Dropper is going to face down. We can grab repeater, comparator, a little bit of redstone dust, and the dropper. I'll worry about the waterways afterwards. So the dropper can go here. It's going to need to have a hopper on top of it. And then we do comparator. And I guess we could probably use something that's not stone. We'll just use purple. And do redstone, redstone, redstone. Block there. Repeater goes here. And then there needs to be purple stuff here for good measure. And I guess we'll leave that glass. And that should work. Okay, good, good. And so now all we have to do is the waterways. Take it easy, herding cats. Good to see you as always. Fun day on stream. Whoops. Sort of kind of redstone streamy bits. Thanks so much, Cosmic. I appreciate that. Super kind of you. My goodness. Right, so we'll drop this down here. That gets us to there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's perfect. This is exactly what we want. That worked out very well. So I need 2 pieces of packed ice. I need more room for shulkers. Soul sand. And the other one goes there. I'm going to grab the purple trapdoors that we've been using, because why not? Goes like that. The other one will go there. This, I guess, could just be purple glass. I don't know if I want this to be amethyst. So probably not. So what are we going to make the chute out of? I like glass above ground, but I'm not sure about what we're making it out of below. Maybe this is a good place for purple concrete. We can always change our mind later, right? Normally this stuff doesn't matter because you can't see it, but in my redstone world, you always end up seeing this stuff. I guess we can just go solid all the way. Now I need more glass. It's a nice square. Oh, fell in the hole. That. And of course, stone there. And then we need to do some water. Nope. That's why that stone was there. You go there. Now I need to get some vines. Not vines. Kelp. to get rid of some of the crap in my inventory. Right, so that's there like that. That'll do. Then we need one more bucket. Well, technically two, I guess. There. And whoop. And they look like they went into the overflow. Perfect. Now the only thing we need to do here is we need to add, I like to do 2 just in case, but obviously your items are going to shoot out the top here. So we're going to add trapdoor there and a trapdoor here, just to kind of keep everything. Whoop. From bouncing out too far. So now when items go down there, they will be picked up. Now I could do a hopper minecart, but I feel like that's going to be a pain in the butt. So for now, we're just going to do hoppers. I have given myself enough room to do a hopper minecart, but right now, this is going to be the easiest thing. We could also, if I had an extra trapdoor, I don't think I do. Oh, I do. I could also just do this. Makes it look a little bit nicer. I will remember that this is where we need to sit or stand. Now for lights, for now, we'll just do torches. And when we decide on the floor, we'll end up leaving this kind of cool, exposed sort of redstone bit here. Just so, I like seeing this kind of stuff. But that should be functional. We just have to hook up the Amethyst waterway, but that shouldn't be a problem because then we can just dump those in over top of everything. That should be fine. We can leave that there. We might move it up by a block or something. That's pretty cool. Between this project and the Moss Monster, which do you enjoy more? Oh, the Moss Monster came out much nicer. The Moss Monster I had way more control over. This is more of a helter-skelter. We're stuck with where these spawners are, what was the best way to put out the zombies, all that kind of stuff. So now, I guess we can test this. And to do that, we just have to turn off all the lights in the zombie spawner. Oh, that's why I can't run. I need to invest in a good looting sword to get the most out of this. We don't have that sorted out yet. This is the next thing we have to do as well, probably tomorrow, is probably just blanket the entire ceiling of the zombie spawner with redstone lamps. Just because it's late game. We can totally just do what we need to do. So there's a bunch of zombies. And if we go up top, they will shoot up into the farm. So we'll see, there's those zombies with the leather armor. They come up the water chute and they go across here. See, now these guys are fighting. I don't understand why they don't all want to go in. Like, these guys are walking the other way. It's really strange. He's going to stop. And he won't go anywhere until he gets pushed in by his friend. Friend, quotation marks. But then he gets what's coming to him. Right? So he's already turned into a drowned. But these guys are all trying to fight in here, and they can't get in there fast enough. So this could be a much faster farm with another row of these snow golems. If these guys had another path, I could do two wide water. We'd have enough room for it as well, actually. So now, once these guys all get converted, they're going to drop. But I want to make sure they've not been dropping for some reason. Like, the drowned will actually sit on this block and fight the current. I'm not sure if that's a thing that drowns you. Oh yeah, Sophia, it's a noisy farm. Can you guys hear me okay over the game? Do I need to turn this down? How's that? So he jumped off the edge. But sometimes I find that they don't want to do it. But as you can see, like, look at all the zombies. So we're turning a lot of these guys into drowned. Anyway, so we'll go back down. So I have looting on my sword, but it's not like looting 3. It's only looting 1. So we can just stand here, which keeps that going, which adds even more zombies to the mix. Zip, 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 zip. Zop, 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 zop. There's my kelp. Not getting anything in the chests that we don't want them to get. That's good. Yep, that's working. Now we just have to light it and make it look good. I might want to put something here to try and keep the drops inside the trap. I think I might have picked up an ingot on my own there. We're not going to see the ingots because we've got to get the ingot filter filled up first, because that's going to have 41 ingots in it first before it'll start to. So we've got another 80 or so ingots we need. 60. I just like being able to see items move around. Plus you get to see the zombies go up. I feel like they should be coming down a lot faster. So this is where I think there's a bottleneck. And I've done this where I've gone up thinking like, this is awful slow. And then when I get up to the top, I see this. Like there's at least 3 or 4 dudes there. And I don't understand why. So I might change this from water to a piston that just punches them off the edge. We're going to keep a couple chests. Alistair uses the rotten flesh on the server to chunk load his Stargate network redstone. So he needs something really plentiful and really wasteful that he can just constantly spit into a into a nether portal. A fan of the zombie water swooshificator? Nice. But yeah, I don't know why these guys, and they just keep on piling up. So that's why it looks so slow, is because these guys are just not going with the flow of the water, and I don't understand what's going on. Like, eventually they get overcrowded, but they all should be pushed by the water. All of these guys, they get pushed no problem. I wonder if I have to drop them farther away so that they're not aggro on the snowmen. That's probably what it is. But yes, I'm going to grab some villagers and maybe do some trading. Have like a villager down here that we can trade rotten flesh with. But this is frustrating, like, because of the... It's because in the design, they drop them out here all the way down to the killing chamber, which we could still do. I mean, it's 1, 2... The problem is then I think we're too far away from the spawner to activate the spawner down below. Ice doesn't affect mobs in water anymore. They changed that in like 1.13 or 1.14. But no, I've tried a couple different things. I've tried like a waterfall, like stepping the water down. I've tried everything else. So really, I think we're just going to have to go with like a pressure plate and then a head level piston that just kind of goes whack and pushes them. That's all I can think of. Because like that's... What is that? That's a lot of entities. I feel like if I break the glass, maybe they'll see me. Like, that's a lot of dudes. So for whatever reason, they seem to pile up there. A turtle egg? That's an idea. That would be an idea, actually. Put it like right here. But yeah, like eventually they just get crowded and that's what pushes the extra guys over. But the fact that there's so many hanging out here lowers the rates. But then, like you can see the bottleneck that we have up here. It's such an efficient way of spawning zombies. Now why... I mean, the bottleneck over here is because these guys get in and then they get right up. They get up clean. And then these guys have got to wait in line. Thankfully, there's no zombies pushing back the other way anymore, just from that extra little bit of chain that I added. But now, I think what I have to do is double up and have another row of these guys here. Yeah, that's got to be 8, 10, 12 maybe? So it's I'm still working out the kinks. Still working out the kinks. Thanks for the turtle egg idea though. That's good. Good call. We also need sweeping edge. Should be holding my pickaxe. So the whole time we're sitting here smacking zombies, we could also be bringing spiders up to be right there that we could then turn around and kill for string. And then while we're here, all of these geodes, not geodes, all of these amethyst, budding amethyst blocks are growing. So it's a triple threat farm. And now that we've got new rates, even though this is not a looting 3 sword, we've got a couple of ingots, and that's only been a couple of minutes, right? We've not done a heck of a lot. This is going to fill up pretty fast. We don't have any ink sacks yet. I feel like what happens is that the squid spawn either in that water or in the water columns, and then the zombies pick them up on the way by. It's nice not to have to manage all this stuff now. So it's functioning, still needs some decorating. We've made some decisions. I like the redstone a lot. I like this. This looks kind of cool. Obviously we need to make the back a little bit nicer looking, and we'll figure out something with the front. This now is just exclusively amethyst. But what I can do is I can wrap that around and just connect it. I just drop them in. And probably just drop them in right there maybe. Or I could remove that. Trapdoor and drop them in there. And the great thing is that this thing will loop without us standing here and adding more zombies. This just gets it going. Once it's going, it's almost infinite. It will eventually lose the loop, but it doesn't always. This just guarantees that it doesn't stop. But we could turn it on, get it flowing, and then go harvest amethyst. And then there they all come. They've now decided to not get clogged, right? And there's so many of them that they're entity cramming. Still more than one punch with the sword, though. At least the armor guys are. Are they one punch? No. 3? 4, really? I mean, I'm going to want to use a looting 3 sword anyway. And someone said smite would also be a good one. Yeah, there's a lot of dropping around. I'm assuming we got at least one more ingot. I don't have anything in my inventory. Yep, 2 more. So, like, is it faster than mining copper? No. But we can do 3 things at once here. Whereas if you're mining copper, you're just mining copper. And I can repair my pickaxe. That was an ingot. I like that you can hear them turning into zombies too. Or drown. At least the guys with armor are still one shot with the sword. We don't have sweeping edge. Oh, I picked up an ingot. We don't have sweeping edge either. So if there's more than one dude in there, then it takes a number of hits to clear the chamber. That's pretty good. We started off with 21, and this has only been going for a few minutes. But anyway, I'm not going to be here all day. I think that's about all I have time for today. We've got a lot of this set up. There's obviously a lot of decorating left to do, but the main function and everything, where it is functionally, is going to stay. I just need to figure out how I want to decorate it, and I think the next thing I do is probably going to be, now that I know where this hallway is, we're probably going to turn this into the entrance. I'm going to put a bubble column up to the surface, kind of right here, I think, and then we're going to use that to come and go. But as you can see, it does pretty well. Oh, he's got thorns. I might have to do something about cramming. I might have to try to figure out a way to so that they don't do that. Maximize the drops. But if you've enjoyed this, leave a follow before we wrap things up. We're going to pass you on to somebody else playing Minecraft. You can also listen to the Spawn Chunks, the podcast I do every Monday about Minecraft with myself and Pixel Riffs. That is at thespawnchunks.com. There is a new episode of the Citadel Cafe recorded and half edited. And that's sitting in the hopper waiting for me to post it. So check that out at thecitadelcafe.com. That should be up in the next couple of days. Alistair and I talked about a couple of trailers and Gunpowder Milkshake on Netflix. You can also follow on Patreon. Patreon is one of the ways that I support the stream through you folks, and it's another way that you can get into the Discord. And thank you to everyone that used Tier 1, a Prime Gaming sub, or bits today, Cosmic for the donations and the epic support, and the moderation, of course, and everyone for just kind of hanging out and having a good time. There was a lot of people here today, and I really appreciate it. I know that it was pretty focused on the redstone. I can get kind of tunnel vision when I've got something like this going on, but I hope people that were looking to do a sorting system learned a few things. We learned that you can't use stairs in the top right corner there, but I'm happy with it so far. We're going to have to make some decisions going forward, but that's about it for me, and I will catch you all next time. We're going to pass you on to Sliced Lime playing some Minecraft. Bye for now. See you tomorrow.